you gotta be, you constantly have to be, working on yourself and doing everything it is that you love, and, working on your business and becoming a better woman for you and for the person that you're with, because you don't want to be stuck with who you was 5 years ago when you met that person, because you submitted everything over to whomever your husband or whomever your partner.
Yeah, you can't look for people to complete you. You know what I mean?
And I don't think we look for a person.
No, I mean men do it too.
I think over time that's what we do. I think over time in a relationship, women are made to be submissive. We're not made, but we're supposed to be submissive, and we're supposed to take care of our man, and we're supposed to make him happy. But in the meantime, that's what we do. And then when this person leaves, it's like, oh, dag, I didn't even know how much of myself I lost, or how much of myself I stopped doing, or all the things that I wanted to do I didn't do, and all the things those are things I just feel like women should be very cautious of.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but most of the time those guys are busy chasing women who don't care about them at all, and won't do anything for them, and they chasing it because there's something, it's a challenge for them. So when you're submissive and you're doing everything, that you become boring to them.
You think that? Now you opened up.
My experiences.
It's getting good now.
I've encountered.
All right, hold on.
I think everybody's at a different level as far as that goes.
Hold on. I got questions. I'm sorry.
Oh, we got questions for you.
No, for everybody, right? That because y'all brought up a good point, right? So I hear this a lot. I hear people say that a lot. So do you think men cheat or they move on to other women or in relationships or whatever because they get bored?
Not all, but the vast majority. I would say 7 out of 10 probably is.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we're being so submissive, and then if you have kids and you're working and you're tending to a household, and then sometimes, let's be clear too, some men aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not really working. They're not bringing in nothing to the household, but they got all these complaints, things of that nature. So we're left to act like they're moms sometimes. Men don't need a mom. They need a fantasy. So you stop providing that fantasy because you got to take care of the kids, the bills, and this, that, and the third.
And that's when it comes all the way back to when you start losing yourself.
Because something attracted y'all to each other from the get-go. So what changed?
All right.
He got her.
I'm going to tell you. No,
He got her.
I'm going to give, if you want to hear it, I'll tell you. All right. I can't speak for all men. Right.
Why do men cheat?
I'm going to tell you.
All right, come on.
Some men, like the bum niggas you just described, right? Some men are just that. They are indeed bums, and they need moms, and they need somebody to take care of them, and they need to dominate people. There are some men like that. Most men aren't that way. Most men, and we're talking about responsible, upright men. Some men just like variety, right? So I always tell people this, as women ask me this all the time. They say, how come y'all just can't be with one woman? Or why? Yeah, and it's not that we can't be. It's I use this analogy all the time. If my favorite food in the world is chicken, right? But I go to a barbecue and I decide to eat a hot dog or a hamburger, doesn't mean I don't like chicken anymore. I just ate a hot dog and a hamburger because I'm at a barbecue.
That's an excuse.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't mean that it's right. I'm just explaining to you the whole thinking. Yeah.
Fried chicken and a hot dog.
Okay, so I've heard that men sometimes cheat just to fulfill their ego.
Sometimes.
Fulfill their ego and to see if they still got it. Like
sometimes
to make them feel masculine, to make them feel like a man, because otherwise they don't feel like that. But
no,
it's not that they don't feel like that, but it just they feel.
I hate using the word cheat, right? But I like to say men liking variety isn't really about feelings at all. It doesn't mean that we don't have feelings for people, because we do. But most men don't just make decisions based on their feelings. They make their decisions based on their intellect and opportunity. I mean that too. But at the end of the day,
because that's why men will cheat and have sex with a woman, and then you will never hear from them again. But meanwhile, with no feelings involved, and that's why. But women think of it different. The woman that he probably just cheated on has probably caught feelings for him, or thought that it was something, and then that's why the woman that he cheated on with has thought that maybe he has feelings for the girl, because that's how we think. We think, oh, he must love her, he must like her, oh, he fell in love with her, oh, he likes this about her, and all these other things. We think emotional, I think.
People are broken.
yeah.
People are broken. So some people just, they look for that. Some people are not built for a relationship. They're just not built for it. You got to really grow and work on yourself to be built for something like that. You really do. You got people right now filling voids. If you're not giving them the attention that they feel like they need because you're focused on the kids or whatever, then they feel like they need to go. Some people just need to be single and just say they're single. You got people that's married sleeping around with mad women, and you got women that's married sleeping around with mad men. People are broken. People are dysfunctional and they're broken, and they're not working on themselves. All they're doing is using people to fill voids that's just never going to be filled.